Boys and girls, this morning we're going to start with a missing add-in practice. I need you to ask an adult, mom, dad, or brother, sister, an older brother and sister, to help you time your test for 90 seconds. You can pause the video, answer the questions for 90 seconds. When you're ready to correct your work, you may restart the video. Okay, boys and girls, ask an adult to help you time your test. Okay, boys and girls, let's go ahead and check our answers. If you got the answer correct, say yes. Number 1, 0. Number 2, 6. Number 3, 1. Number 4, 2. Number 5, 7. Number 6, 1. Number 7, 6. Number 8, 1. Number 9, 7. Number 10, 2. Let's go to the next column. Number 11, 3. Number 12, 4. Number 13, 5. Number 14, 4. Number 15, 2. Number 16, 3. Number 17, 4. Number 18, 2. Number 19, 3. Number 20, 4. Let's go on to the third column. Number 21, 3. Number 22, 4. Number 23, 5. Number 24, 6. Number 25, 7. Number 26, 8. Number 27, 7. Number 28, 6. Number 29, 5. Number 30, 6. Very good, boys and girls. Now count to see how many problems you did today and complete the sentence. Today I finished blank problems. Write how many problems you finished and then fill in the sentence. I solved blank problems correctly. When you're finished, go ahead, make a star up above and write your answer in the star up above. Please look at the number of that you wrote in the star for yesterday and see if you have more numbers in the star today. Good job, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and start our math lesson. Today, boys and girls, we're going to work on Eureka Math Book A, Module 6, and the page number we're working on today is page 5. I'll write it up here, page 5. Let's go ahead and read the story for today. The story for number 1. It says, Nikhil baked 5 pies for the contest. Peter baked 3 more pies than Nikhil. How many pies did Peter bake for the contest? Well, the first thing that we need to do, boys and girls, is we need to look for the question. Remember that? That's the first thing we do, is look for the question. You can underline the question. How many pies did Peter bake for the contest? Now, boys and girls, we're going to take that question and we're going to turn it into a statement. What is it that we want to know? We want to know this. We want to know how many pies Peter baked. So we're going to write down the statement. Peter baked blank pies. That is my statement. Now, boys and girls, we're going to look for the characters of our story. Nikhil is one character, so I'll put a letter N here for Nikhil. Peter is another character, so I'll put a P here for Peter. And I'll look at the information from the story to see how many pies Nikhil baked. Well, she baked 5 pies. I'm going to start my tape diagram. And how many did she bake? She baked 5. So I'll put 5 in her tape. So I'm going to make another tape diagram for Peter, and I'm going to make the exact size tape for Peter. And it says here in my story that Peter baked 3 more pies than Nikhil. That means I have to make Peter's tape a little bit longer, because he baked 3 more pies. So this is what I want to find out, boys and girls. I want to find out how many pies did Peter bake. Well, I know Nikhil baked 5. That's why her tape is 5 pies long. So that means this tape right here must also be 5 pies. Plus he baked 3 more. So that would mean that 5 pies plus 3 pies would give me 8 pies. What would my number sentence be? 5 plus 3 equals 8. So my answer is 8. Now I can complete the statement. Peter baked 8 pies. Okay? Boys and girls, remember, if I'm working too fast for you, go ahead and pause your video, and then when you're ready to continue, you may restart it. Let's move on to problem number 2. This problem reads, Emmy planted 12 flowers. Rose planted fewer flowers than Emmy. How many flowers did Rose plant? Okay, boys and girls, let's go ahead and underline the question. How many flowers did Rose plant? Okay, that's the first thing we do. Now we're going to take that question and turn it into a statement. And our statement is going to read, Rose planted. Remember, we don't have to work too hard because many of these words are in your story. Rose planted blank flowers. And that is my statement. Now, boys and girls, I want to write down who the characters in the story are. Well, first I have Emmy, so I'll put a letter E there for Emmy. My next character is Rose, so I'll put an R for Rose. Now let's make the tape diagram for Emmy. We know that Emmy planted 12 flowers. So I'm going to make a long tape diagram for Emmy because 12 is a lot of flowers. And remember, I'm also going to make the same size tape diagram for Rose. Boys and girls, but you know what it says? And I'm sorry, I have to erase this number because something happens here. In the story, it says that Rose planted fewer flowers than Emmy. That means her tape is really going to be less. So I'm going to cut her tape right there because she planted fewer flowers than Emmy. How many more? 3 more. So these 3 here, she really didn't plant. See, those don't really count. She has 3 fewer, so I'm going to take off 3 of her flowers. Now we want to find out, well, how many flowers then did Rose plant? Well, can we write a number sentence for this? We could write down blank plus 3 equals 12. Or we can also make a subtraction sentence. 12 minus 3, because she has 3 fewer plants, equals blank. Okay, and that would be a very simple problem to solve. The answer would be, yes, you're right, boys and girls, the answer would be 9, because 9 plus 3 equals 12, and 12 minus 3 equals 9. So it would be 9 flowers on her tape, and my statement would read, Rose planted 9 flowers. Okay, we're getting much better at this, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and continue with number 3. Ben scored 15 goals in the soccer game. Anton scored 11 goals. How many more goals did Ben make than Anton? Well, let's go ahead and start with Ben. Let's go ahead and find our question. What is our question? You're right, boys and girls. The question is, how many more goals did Ben make than Anton? Next, we want to change our question into a statement. Can you think about what the statement would say? Well, what is it that we want to know? How many more goals did Ben make than Anton? So we could start off with, yes, good. We could say, Ben scored, and remember all these words are in your story, so you don't have to work too hard. Just notice that you have to add Mr. Ed. Ben scored blank more goals. And that's our statement. And so what we want to find out is how many goals did Ben score? How many more goals did Ben score? We know that Ben, and let's go ahead and go to the next part. Our character is B for Ben and A for Anton. So we know that Ben scored 15 goals. So I'll make a tape diagram. We know that because that's what it says in the story. What we want to know is how many more goals did he score than Anton. So we're going to make a tape diagram for Anton. Now we know that Anton scored 11 goals. That means some of the goals on this tape is what we need to find out. We need to find out how many more goals did Ben score than Anton. And the question mark will show us the answer for how many goals more did Ben score. Well, we can, looking at our numbers, we can write an addition sentence. We could write down the 11 plus how many more do you need to get to 15? Or we can write a subtraction sentence and say 15 minus 11 equals how many more goals Ben scored. Okay, so we organize our number sentences. So what would you say the answer would be? Yes, good job, boys and girls. 11 plus 4 equals 15. Or 15 minus 11 equals 4. And to complete our statement, we can write Ben scored 4 more goals. Check your work, boys and girls. Remember, if I'm working too fast, go ahead and pause your video. Make any corrections or finish writing what you need to write. And when you're ready, you can restart the video. And we're going to move on to number 4. Let's go ahead and read the story for number 4. Kim grew 12 roses in a garden. Fran grew 6 fewer roses than Kim. How many roses did Fran grow in the garden? Okay, boys and girls, do you remember what we need to do first? Yes, we need to underline the question. How many roses did Fran grow in the garden? What do we do next, boys and girls? Yes, we turn our question into a statement. They want to know how many roses did Fran grow. So we're going to change it from Fran grow to past tense. Fran grew. Fran grew blank roses. In the garden. Here's my statement. Fran grew blank roses in the garden, and that's what we need to know. Now that we have our statement, boys and girls, what do we do after we have our statement? That's right. We find out who the characters are. We have K for Kim. You're right about that. And who is the other character? That's right. We'll put an F for Fran. And Kim's tape diagram, it says that Kim grew 12 roses. So I'm going to make the tape long enough for 12. I could put 12 here. And Fran grew 6 fewer. Oh, so I could put a tape as long as 12, but Fran grew fewer. That means, you know what, boys and girls? I need to knock off some roses, because Fran grew fewer roses. So I'll put a line there to say, this I didn't grow these roses because I grew fewer. Let me use this color better. I didn't grow those roses like Kim did. How many fewer did I grow? Well, I know that Fran grew 6. How many fewer? So what number sentence can I write? Well, I could write down 12 roses that Kim grew minus the 6 that Fran grew will tell me how many fewer roses Fran grew. Can I make this an addition sentence? Yes. How would I turn that into an addition sentence? Well, Fran grew 6 roses plus how many more roses would Fran need to get as many roses as Kim? What would the answer be for that? Well, good job. 12 minus 6 is 6. Or 6 plus 6 equals 12. So now I can complete my statement. Fran grew 6 roses in the garden. Oh, boys and girls, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Let me do this. I missed a word here. Fran grew 6 fewer. And I'm going to put a caret. Roses. Just squeeze my word in there. In the garden. Whew. I'm glad I saw that. Good job, boys and girls. Check your work. Go ahead and pause your video if you need to, and then start your video so we can move on to the next activity, which is a exit ticket. Okay, boys and girls, so go ahead and see if you remember the steps, what to do to solve this problem. You can go back to check with the problems that we've already completed to see how we solve the problems. Okay? So I'll give you time to do it first on your own, and then we'll check it. So pause your video and work on this problem. I'm sorry, boys and girls, let me read it for you first. Tamra decorated 13 cookies. Kiana decorated 5 fewer cookies than Tamra. How many cookies did Kiana decorate? Okay, boys and girls, so go ahead and pause your video and solve this problem, and then start your video when it's time to correct it. Okay, boys and girls, we've done a problem like this with the word fewer. We did it here. Fewer. Fewer cookies. Fewer roses. Well, let's look to see what to do first. The question is, how many cookies did Kiana decorate? So they want to know how many cookies did Kiana decorate. So let's turn that into a statement. Kiana decorated. That is a challenging word, but that's good. It's already in my story. And add Mr. Ed, E-D. Kiana decorated blank cookies. I'm not going to add the word fewer in my statement because it doesn't ask me how many fewer cookies, but how many cookies Kiana decorated. So next we put our characters. We have a T for Tamra and a K for Kiana. We'll make the tape diagram for Tamra. That's 13 cookies for Tamra. I'll write the number 13 in there. And Kiana, her tape diagram will be the same, but remember, Kiana only made some cookies. She had 5 fewer. That means that Kiana didn't make these at all. She didn't make 5 cookies. But I still want to see the number 5 there. That means, how many did she make? Because she didn't make those. She made 5 fewer. How many did she make? Well, I could write a number sentence and put 13 minus blank equals 5. How about an addition sentence? Blank plus 5 equals 13. What would the answer be for that? You're right. 13 minus 8 equals 5, or 8 plus 5 equals 13. So that in the tape diagram we should have put 8 and then complete our statement. Kiana decorated 8 cookies. Okay, boys and girls, good job on today's lesson. Go ahead and excuse me, you may continue with happy numbers. Bye, boys and girls. Good job.